Alright, here's the last problem I'm going to help you with on this worksheet. Here's the worksheet we are on. If you haven't watched the other videos, we're on solving systems by substitution, where a term is already isolated. So this is the worksheet. So go ahead and flip it over, and we are going to look at number 15. So let's zoom in here. Number 15. Okay. The term that's already isolated is our first equation here. It says x equals y minus 4. So this means that x is the same thing, x is the same thing as y minus 4. They are the same thing. Okay, x equals y minus 4. So what we can do here is, since x is the same thing as y minus 4, where we see an x, down here we're going to replace with y minus 4. Alright, so I'm going to do that. I have a negative 2, that doesn't go away. I'm only replacing the x. In place of x, I have y minus 4. And then I have plus 3y, because that was originally in the equation, and I know that that has to equal 6. Okay, if you think back to solving equations at the beginning of this year, you take this number out front and you have to distribute it. We're going to distribute it to both parts. It's important that if there's a minus sign with the number out front, that you also distribute it as well. Alright, so negative 2 times y, we get negative 2y. We have a negative 2 times a negative 4, that is a positive 8. And then we just write the rest down. The next thing we're going to do here is we need to combine our like terms. So we're solving for y here, because that's the only variable in our equation. So we're going to combine these. So negative 2y plus 3y, well, that's just a y. Okay, and there is one last step here, and that is to subtract 8 from both sides. So those cancel. Y is equal to negative 2. Alright, you might circle this and think, yay, I'm done. But not just yet. So you have one more step here. You need to take this y equals negative 2 and plug it back in. Remember, it doesn't matter which equation you plug it back into. You can plug it into either one, but usually one of them is going to be easier to use than the other. Okay, in this case, this top one is already solved for x, and we are looking for x. So this is the one we should use. If we chose the second one, then we'd have to plug in negative 2. Then we would have to solve for x, which wouldn't be quite so quick. So I'm going to plug it into the top one. X equals y minus 4. Okay? What I have down here is that y equals negative 2. That means y is negative 2. It means we can replace y with negative 2. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So since we know y is negative 2, I'm going to take that value and stick it right here where y is. So that we get x equals negative 2 minus 4, and x then equals negative 6. Alright, once again, this is not our answer. Our answer is going to be an ordered pair. So the answer is actually the ordered pair negative 6 comma negative 2. And you can circle that nice, big, and proud there. Alright, so that is how you do one like that. Remember, the key things here are, when you substitute y minus 4 for x, it has to go in parentheses. Anytime you substitute something, it must go in parentheses, because we need to take negative 2 times the whole thing, not just part of it. Alright, so that was the key there, and then we just solved for y, plugged it back in, and found x.